Well, it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, a little bit shy of, and if you look over on that ridge, which you're not going to see, I've got a target set out at 753 metres. I finally got onto it. I'm going to try to put this through and see what happens, but I don't think we're going to see very much, to be honest. I think the glare of it is just giving it a lot of better headaches. There's an actual target just in there, if you can see. So it's it's not the biggest of targets. It's a 7-inch diameter, so about 1 MOA. Yeah, I guess we'll got to dial it in a little bit and we'll see what happens with the shot. We've got 6 mil to dial in, which is 5 meters above the target. So I'm running a 308, 155 grainers today. Everything else for my location here is pretty standard. If all goes well, it doesn't get too hot because it's going to be 45 degrees today. But today's the calmest wind I've had in the last couple of days, so it's the only chance I've got. We'll see what happens. If it works out real good, I might step it back to 1,000, maybe 1,100 metres and stretch it out as far as it'll go, and we'll see what happens. Well, that's the target. I'm counting, what's that? 6, possibly 7, I'll say 6. 6 on there. On the left-hand side down the bottom, picked up this little piece of lead which was actually stuck in it. So that was a rather funny. That was in the little leg down there, so that popped out. I was actually aiming for the top right hand corner up here, basically put the crosshairs just on that. So I was holding 0.2 of a mil for wind, probably a margin between 0.1 and 0.2 for wind, and you could actually see that it was still pushing left pretty hard. If you have a look at all the skid marks going up there, I had a lot of shots that obviously just nicked it. There was a couple of times, actually, I'll have a look. A couple of times I thought that it actually skimmed it on the side. I don't really see anything, but I thought I'd put a bit of punishment on it because you could actually see it kick, so I don't know if that was dirt, but wasn't really anything dropping that short. Either way, it was the sun's really starting to punish me at the moment. I didn't bring any sunscreen out. It's only about 8:45 or thereabouts, and it's already got a bit of sting on me. So I'm not going to step it back today. So 7 rounds, 7 rounds out of an embarrassing 25. The one thing I will say is, though, I'm having troubles with my ammo. I'm aware of what it is. It's just some ex-military surplus brass. I've reloaded it, and all that on this full-length sizer, and I know that I need to there's a few little things I need to do to check out the primer pockets just in case. Primers came out fine, so we'll see what happens. But if you look all the way back over there, there's probably a little mess, like between the two white bumps, you'll probably see where I was shooting from. Sort of a bit closer than the shed in there, about 100 meters in front of that shed. So 753, yeah, it's all right. I mean, I could have done a lot better today, but my barrel just would not cool down at all. Once it got on, I got the first couple of shots in. Then after that, once it got a bit of temperature on it, they kept pushing left a little bit, and I just couldn't really fight it. So that's when I ended up having to pull, do my 0.2 left to get it to hit the target. So I tend to find I've got to modify this one a little bit. If I hit the circle, it tends to knock the whole thing over, so I've got to actually fix it on a little bit. But the whole thing's only 7.5 inch wide, so it's about, quite honestly, I was doing about 1 MOA. So the bottom grip would be nice, but yeah, I wasn't bothered correcting as soon as I saw the target swing, I wasn't correcting elevation. It was on, and that was it. So that's all I was worried about. So maybe next time I could go out and actually make another call on it, but a hit's a hit on these things.